It is Friday, August 28th of 2020. And this is like not a big deal day, but tomorrow is. And I'll tell you all about it in Guy's Daily Drive. Bam. And here we are on at the end of another auspicious week. It's been a week. Yeah, I went to work every single day, and so managed to get out of the house. That was fun. But tomorrow, Saturday the 29th, is going to be a different kind of day for many reasons. First and foremost, it is the 28th anniversary of Tracy and mine. I don't even know what the proper pronoun is for that. It's our anniversary, our 28th anniversary since we got married. And with some of the current events, it's kind of this mount. It's kind of apropos because tomorrow will also be when what's left of Hurricane Laura, which is now I think it's been downgraded to a tropical depression, is going to come swinging through the area. What's left of Hurricane Laura. And I looked at the forecast, and it's not looking to be that big of a deal. Of course, for people down in Louisiana and Texas and some parts inland, it was a big deal because it hit the ground running at a Category 4, which is absolutely a very, very dangerous storm. And fortunately, there was minimum loss of life. They're still assessing damages. So while I have this moment, if you can, please donate to the American Red Cross or other organizations that do hurricane relief, because I'm sure right now they could really, really use your donations. So please take the time to go and visit redcross.com or whatever their website is. I don't have it here in front of me. And make a donation, please. So, but getting back, the reason why it's kind of apropos that a hurricane is or what's left of a hurricane is going to hit this area is because on this day of 1992, which was the day that we got married, August 29th, 1992, that's usually like a really, really awful time of the year to get married because it's just so freaking hot and humid. But that was the time that we chose. But because of Hurricane Andrew, which was churning the crap out of South Florida and parts east, most of the humidity got sucked down to the south, as well as the warmer temperatures. So we literally had this beautiful day, low humidity, temperatures weren't that bad. I was still sweating because getting married. And so it turned out that a hurricane that was pretty tragic for a lot of people was kind of a blessing in disguise for Tracy and me. So on the 28th anniversary of our marriage, the remnants of a different hurricane, obviously, couldn't have the same hurricane, that would be weird, is going to be slashing through this area. And by slashing, I mean probably, hold on a second. winds in the 5 to 20 mile an hour range. It's really too soon to tell what Laura is going to be like by the time it gets here. Chances are it's not going to be that big of a deal. I've talked about this before. Because the Washington, D.C. area has, just to our west, and by just I mean 100 miles or so, some mountains. That is like a natural blockade for a lot of the weather that kind of flows in from the west to the east. So we don't get a lot of snow. We get some rain, but it's not usually torrential downpours like you'll have in the valley or on the other side of the mountains. And it generally is reasonably pleasant here. Humidity can get kind of high, but it's not that bad. So when something like this occurs and kind of forces its way past the mountains, well, those mountains usually end up sapping a lot of the strength of those fronts. And, that's all right. But having grown up in an area where every single year hurricanes can be a threat. I grew up in, for those who don't know, grew up in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And if you don't know where that is, it's just north of Miami. But we used to get, I was born in a Hurricane Donna, 1960. You can look that up. And as a little kid, I was like 4 years old when the next big one came through the area. And then there was another one when I was like 7. And what I mostly remember about those times was the flooding. We had water that was like kind of lapping at the doorway. But the winds themselves, they were, as far as hurricanes go, and when you're talking about hurricanes, there's a scale for a reason. And if you're going to get hit by a hurricane and it's only, and I say this with quotes, only a category 1 or 2, count your blessings, because it could be a lot worse. Which is why when these huge category 3 through 5 storms come in, people, they tell you, get out of the area, leave the area, and it's like no joke. It's very, very serious. Don't think that you're just going to ride out with no damage and no drama a category 3 through 5 hurricane, because they are deadly, and it really is no joke. But that's my day tomorrow. Is going to be the 28th anniversary of our wedding and what's left of a hurricane. So I don't know. We probably aren't really going to do anything. It's not like it's a one of those 5-year anniversaries. We got 2 more years to go for that. For our 25th, we went down to see a solar eclipse, which was super cool. But yeah, not doing anything all that special this year, and having a potential damaging storm coming through. I mean, maybe we'll go out to dinner or something like that, depending on how things work, and if it calms down by the time we want to go out, which was typically between like 5 and 7 p.m. for dinner, which is like right around the time that the storm is supposed to be on the downswing. And the weather here is so weird, there's no way to tell. We'll see. If not, we'll do something maybe the next night. And that is going to do it, I think, for today's Guy's Daily Drive. If you'd like to get a hold of me, it's so easy. All you have to do, send me an email. Guy, that's Guy, MyMac.com. You can also reach me on the Twitters. I have two, not one, but two Twitter accounts. And they are Mac Parrot. Oop, this thing is turning. Thank you. And VertShark. There's the VertShark.com website where you can see and hear all of the audio stuffs that I do on a regular basis, which includes, besides, of course, Guy's Daily Drive, also the Mac to the Future livecast that I do on Wednesday nights with David Ginsburg and Warren Sklar, and the granddaddy of them all, the MyMac.com podcast, now going on 12 years? 12 years I've been doing that podcast. This stupid mount. Stop that. I do that with Gary Gazmaz Malpass over there in the UK. And we will be doing one hopefully tomorrow, unless there's a weather interruption, of which there possibly could be. What else? You can subscribe as well over on YouTube, where all of these videos are hosted, by going and doing a search for VertShark in YouTube, and that listing will come up, and you can subscribe. Just bam, hit that, bam, where's the button? There it is, bam, hit that like button for every single video that I do, and if you hit the bell, you'll be subscribed. So subscribe to the VertShark playlist to see all of these things, find out when they're due. This has actually been kind of an unusual week. This is the third Guy's Daily Drive that I've done this week, which is highly unusual. What else? Oh, you can help support the things that I do. Go to patreon.com/MacParrot. You can go to coffee, ko-fi.com. Do a one-time donation there, /MacParrot. You can also do a one-time donation through paypal.me/MacParrot. And that helps pay for the bandwidth, hosting, and the website, StreamYard, and all of the things that I do, as well as buy microphones, because I love microphones. And let's see, if you go over to YouTube and do that, and you like, share, subscribe. Did you see it the first time? No, like, share, subscribe. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's so easy. But I will see you all next time, right here, on Guy's Daily Drive. Thanks for being here. Bye.